Let my man out now.
Love During Lockup is back.
I never thought I'd find my soulmate in prison.
With more twists.
He's selling a fantasy.
I never lied to her about anything.
More turns.
Nueva York.
Si te quieres divertir con encanto y con primor, solo tienes que vivir un verano en Nueva York.
Nueva York.
Si te quieres divertir con encanto y con primor,
¿Pero qué es esto?
solo tienes que vivir
Y este frío.
un verano en Nueva York.
Un ratito nada más. Ey, ey, ey. 4 de julio, verde July. Ando con mi prima borracha Rulay. Los míos en el Bronx, saben la que hay. Con la nota en hoy, por Washington hoy. Willy Colón me dicen el malo. Ey, porque pasan los años y sigo dando palos. Tendiendo discos como cuadro Frida Kahlo. El perico en blanco. Sí, sí, el tusi racista. No te confundas. No, no, mejor evita. Ey, un chat de cañita en casa de Toñita. Y PR se siente cerquita. Sí, sí, sí. Tengo el campeonato, nadie me lo quita.
Cerveza nuevo, nombre one de Cerveza nuevo, ¿ok? Puerto Rico.
Como Bad Bunny va a ser rey del pop. Ey, con reggaetón y dembow. Ey, con reggaetón y dembow. Sí, con reggaetón y dembow. Como Bad Bunny va a ser rey del pop. Ey, con reggaetón y dembow. Me siento como el lápiz en capa del dough. Cuando yo nací fue que nació el flow de low a low. Ping pong, flow pesado. Big pong, con silenciador le robamos las gatas. J-Bone, ey. Yo estoy en la mía, no tengo adversario. No, con los Yankees los me aguanzato. A correr que otra vez la sacamos al estadio.
Quieres divertir con encanto y con primor, solo tienes que vivir
Ya mismo nos vamos.
un verano en Nueva York.
Cuidado que nadie nos escuche. Cuidado que nadie nos escuche.
Yo, 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 yo,
Cuidado
yo.
que nadie nos escuche.
What is up, everybody?
Cuidado.
Tú tienes piquete, mami, yo también. Tú estás buena, yo estoy bueno también. Huelo rico y ando con los de 100. Si tú lo quieres, lo tienes que mover. Tú tienes piquete, mami, yo también. Tú estás buena, yo estoy bueno también. Huelo rico y ando con los de 100. Si tú lo quieres, lo tienes que mover. Lo tienes que mover. Lo tienes que mover.
Alright, so
Lo
listen
tienes
up.
que
Stay
mover.
far.
Lo tienes que mover.
Alrighty. What is up, everybody? We are here. We got Phlopodop here for the interview / podcast. What is up, me
What's going
boss?
on, man?
How are you doing today, man? So we got a couple questions, brother.
Yes, sir.
First of
Let's get
all, let's introduce yourself, Phlopodop. What do you do?
What's going on, guys? My name's Phlopodop. Fucking gamer, dad, welder, all of the above. Kind of just, it's a list of things that goes on from there, man.
All right. All right. So, if you don't mind me asking, how long have you been doing the streaming?
Since 2020, I've been doing it like on Twitch on and off when I can, more or less. Not consistent necessarily, because welding does take up 95% of my time when I'm not gaming or anything like that. So kind of fell into it after an accident, but I've only been streaming this consistently for a year now.
Okay. Okay. So, it was around COVID time is when you got into it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, COVID was the reason that kind of gave you the decision of, let's go ahead and try streaming.
Something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Before you go crazy.
Well, it wasn't even really COVID that started it. It was I worked all through COVID.
Okay.
It was more towards the end when things started slowing down for me, welders, we have jobs that come up every day, and then we lose jobs every day. So it's kind of like it's a not very balanced system when it comes to it. There's shop jobs, but they don't pay enough. But
Gotcha.
yeah, man, just kind of ran with this.
Okay. And what games do you play?
Call of Duty, a lot of. I was a big Apex person, but had to exfil on that when Apex turned into pay to win, and that's where it's at right now, more or less. And I play Call of Duty more than anything. I had over 5,000 hours in Apex before I switched over to Call of Duty.
You don't feel that Call of Duty has pay to win options too?
Not in the sense like Apex does, because with Apex it's more, they say it's skill based, but it's really not. With the skill base that comes with Call of Duty, it's a lot more matched as far as like your KD and your play style is a lot more matched. With an Apex, you could be a fucking 0 ranked person and you're in pred lobbies. You're in, full pred lobbies, which really doesn't make much sense to me anymore. So that's why I switched over to Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
More or less kind of stepping back into the roots. I wanted to get more into the zombies, but then zombies turned into I don't know, it's just not fun for me anymore. I have more fun playing the war zones because PUBG was the original battlegrounds. Like that was the battle royale. It wasn't Fortnite. Well, Fortnite was after that, but even then, PUBG is what started it all.
Yeah, for sure. PUBG was something that I got into, and I enjoyed it when it got into.
Oh, I loved it. I still have it. On my PC. I just don't play it anymore.
Yeah, for sure. So you got into the streaming, you got into the gaming, and the balance when it comes to balancing now and your personal life. How is that for you, if you don't mind me asking?
Dude, this is my 9 to 5 right now, and that's the hardest part, is because long story short, 7 months ago, I got into an accident and fucked my back up, went from there. After that, I said, okay, now it's time to do TikTok. So that's when I leaned fully into it, and just ran with it from there. And it's not necessarily blown up. I wouldn't say it blew up at all, but I've definitely gained a good following, a good crowd. I've got a lot of good people behind it. It's something that I don't want it to be a full-time position, because I'm a construction worker, dude. I'm a big man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm not built for a desk.
Yeah.
I'm not. My classification is considered an iron worker, and we hang iron, we hang metal buildings. Like I'm up 100 foot plus off the air, 5-point harness, the whole 9. But that's what I'm used to, and that's what I'm itching at again. I'm starting to itch, and then every time I try to lean back towards the welding, like I got a weld test coming up here in a couple weeks. I'm just waiting on the green light. It's this or that, you know what I mean? And where we're at financially and everything, it's a better lean to go back to work than to hope for something to happen on TikTok. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. And with the ban coming up, do you expect to change your location?
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Okay.
TikTok has said this 3 times now.
Yeah.
Or people have said this. TikTok has never released itself like we are officially shutting down this day. They have never
down. So what's going on the videos that I've seen? Congress, they actually had a meeting last week, and the CEO of TikTok actually was in front of the Supreme Court and was telling them, listen, if you ban TikTok in the US, not everywhere, just US, if you ban it in the US, you are taking away everybody's First Amendment rights, the freedom of speech. So they're trying to fight it, and they gave a lot of good points across, which is looking positive, which is looking that it might overturn and it might not be. So everybody.
But why is that? Why is not Facebook not taken down? Because of all the, I can't say it on live.
It's not owned by Chinese. So because it's owned by China, TikTok's owned by China, they think that they are like taking everybody's personal information and using access, data and all that stuff. But they don't realize the same way that they're using Shein and all the other shopping stuff is also from China. So all the information that you're putting on TikTok is the same stuff you're putting on Shein, the same stuff you're putting over there. So it's like,
that's why I have a VPN at the house. I pay extra money for a VPN for these things not to happen.
Yeah, so it's one
You
of those
know?
things. It's like it's unnecessary. Instead of focusing on banning TikTok, you should focus on other things like price of food, price of living costs, price of work, and things like that. That's what Congress should be focusing
That's when it gets political, and it's not necessarily
Yeah,
that
no,
I
no.
don't do politics.
on. I don't do.
I-
I know. It's just like it's crazy.
Because as blue collar as I am, politics play into a lot of what I do on my daily basis. But at the
Mhm.
same time, welders are a dime a dozen, construction workers are a dime a dozen, electricians, shoppers, it doesn't matter. Everybody is replaceable, but it's the fact of needing that job and wanting or needing to have that job to do the things that we need to do is a
Yeah.
lot harder these days.
Yeah,
It
a lot
is.
harder than 10 years ago, even 5 years ago. It's the percentage of everything that's gone up. So it's very different without getting into politics, you know. Well, we don't like getting into politics too much because a lot of people have different opinions, and of course, I respect everybody's opinion. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Me as a person that lives and paying rent and things like that, bro. All I can say is, I would love for rent to be a little lower. Like my parents were telling me, I asked them, I was like, that house that we used to have when I was like 13 years old, how much you paying rent? Oh, $950. Oh, word? 3-bedroom? Crazy. Couldn't think that. So it's like, you know, just things like
That's
that.
when I've never rented. I've only rented one apartment my whole life,
Mm-hmm.
and even then, I've always been a homeowner since 2018. And as of this year, I'm gonna be working on my second home, and the ability to not pay rent is, I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah.
Like paying rent somewhere for someone else's benefit, it's not. No, I would rather own. Like I'm on the verge of either buying another house or buying property and then building on that property and that being our forever home, or we flip it, whatever the case is. I've already looked into mineral rights. I've looked into a whole bunch of different things to be able to push what I need to push further for my bettering of life, and I've always done that. You know, my father lives in my house that I have in San Antonio. Like he lives there, he pays my mortgage, the water bill, electric, everything else like that, and I don't have to lift a finger. If the house needs a new AC, I've got money put aside for that. If the house needs a new roof, I've got insurance for that. I've got, you know, X, Y, and Z all covered, and I've done that my whole life. I've never paid. I've always had a cash car. I've never leased or I've never had a note on a car. You know, my credit is in the high 800s. I've set myself up for success, but I've also fucked up a lot in life. But that doesn't negate the fact of having to pay rent and the rent climbing. I had this conversation earlier with a dude on live, and in my opinion, the more you pay rent, the more you're wasting money.
Yeah.
The more rent you pay, the more you're throwing money away. It ended up being an apartment or whatever, because you can combine credit, you can combine income, and you can combine everything else to put into a house. If it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house or 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, you know what I mean? Bite the bullet.
Yeah.
You know, that's just what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. And if it's downsizing, then that's what has to happen. It's just a matter of the willingness to do so and the willingness to
too.
fucking affordability. Oh, of course, all that piles into it, you know.
Yeah.
But the way that I see it now, dude, it's like the next 10 years we're going to have are going to be pretty hard.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be pretty hard. It's going to be pretty hard. So if you don't mind me asking, when it comes to the gaming aspect and you playing Warzone, you ever thought about playing pro? You ever thought about going in tournaments? You stream, but you ever thought about, you know, gaming to where you can be competitive?
Oh, 100%. 100%. If I knew of LAN tournaments that were available, like consistently without having to be in a league or without having to be a part of a team or anything like that, solo matches for sure.
Okay.
For sure. I'm more than comfortable and confident enough that I could compete with some of the best.
Okay.
You know.
But what about like a team? Like you wouldn't be down to do that? Like say for example, FaZe hits you up and they're like, yo, we've seen your gameplay on TikTok. We know you don't have that many followers, but bro, your play style is what we need. We need that type of stare. Would you ever be down?
If the money's right, then yeah.
Okay.
You have to put it in the pudding to where me being a part of your team is benefiting y'all. How am I making this team better? How am I gonna get better with this team? Is this team gonna help me get better, or are y'all gonna just showboat and us play together to make something happen, or are we gonna do this as a team?
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest problems, like with FaZe. with all the big clicks out there with
Optic,
the different
name 'em all.
Optic, all them dudes. You know what I mean? They are more individualized than anything.
Yeah, I mean, like for example, FaZe. What's that dude? Well, what's that brother? What's his name? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. But the guy that goes like special teams, special players, special plays. He was playing.
Oh,
Madden.
Sketch.
They signed Sketch, and he's living with them now. And he's not a team player. He doesn't play like.
It's a content creator.
He's a content
That's
creator,
it.
and
That's
like,
it.
like that's pretty much what they are now. Is just a team full of content creators. I think the most successful one out of content creators that games and stuff like that would be Kai Cenat. And he's funny as hell. He does stupid stuff, but he also like he puts the work in. I've seen him put.
Yeah, I've never watched his streams, to be honest. I've never watched
Yeah.
Sketch's streams or anybody else's.
clips of sketches, but like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I only see clips and stuff like that because
No,
it's not
Kai,
that I
I
don't have the
watched.
time.
Yeah, Kai I watched, but this dude, what was it? In December, he did a whole 30 days, 8 to 12 hour streams for 30 days, and he put the work in. And just this past year and a half, he had his ups and downs. You know, stuff happened, but like he put the work in, and he doesn't specifically play just one game. From what I've seen him play different games, and I've also seen him play with Speed, like the Chain Together. I've seen him play that. I've seen them clips. I've seen clips of them playing Fortnite, them not winning because they're trash, but they tried winning and playing builds. But it's one of those things where he's a variety as well, because he also does vlogs. You ever thought about doing vlogs?
I don't have the time, man.
Yeah.
I don't have the time.
Especially being a family
dudes,
guy.
That's what I'm saying. There's 7 of us in this house, bro.
Yeah.
There's 7 people in this house, and to take that 8 minutes or 12 minutes or whatever it takes to do that, I don't have that time.
Yeah.
Like right now, Odin's home and he's grounded. You know what I mean? He's in trouble right now, and he's doing chores around the house. He's picking up what needs to be picked up, and he's doing what's needed to be doing. And then I got to go back to dad mode. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
of course.
I set all this up before I got up here, and I was like, hey, you got X, Y, and Z you got to do, dude. I got to go do this interview thing where I don't know exactly what this is, but I got to do it, you know, and it's what I'm doing because it's not what needs to be done. It's you asked me, and I said, of course, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say no to you, but it's the fact that this is the time that I have. You know what I mean? Mom gets home in an hour. When she gets home in an hour, it's full on, you know, kitchen, dinner.
Dad
cooking.
mode. Yeah, no,
you know what
for
I mean?
sure.
Like,
And that's the thing that I'm learning too, because especially like I'm just recently engaged 2 kids. You know, she has 2 kids, and it's great. It's great. They have school, they home. You know, I'm learning the balance as well. You know what I mean? I try to do the streams after dinner. You know what I mean? After dinner, chillax, do those types of things. So I'm still learning everything as well, you know what I mean? And it's just a beginner's perspective because I've never been in an environment like this. And I think it's a blessing from God, little by little, you know what I mean? Like, not trying to get religion into it, but it's just, you know, when you go through things in life and then good things happen to you, you feel thankful from where you were before.
yeah. Like, the way that I see it is that if I can't maintain, because let me rephrase this. When I go over the road, I'm gone 9 months, 10 months out of the year.
Yeah, for sure. Because you're doing,
you know what I mean?
Big jobs, you know, that takes months in advance.
Not even that. Sometimes it's a 2-week job that leads to a 6-month job, and then that 6-month job could be a fucking 2-month job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm always on go. I'm always moving. I'm always pushing. I'm always going further and further and further. And since my accident, when I got hit by a drunk driver a while back. And
you have needle like pins in your back or something?
No, I was supposed to get surgeries, but my insurance, I don't know what it was, but basically the lawyer that I had said that we didn't have a case after it was clear case, that he was drunk driving and he hit me, etc. He didn't even have insurance on his truck. I'm thinking about suing him, but I'm not. I don't know. It's not that I want to ruin somebody's life. It's not that they ruined my life. They put a big stop on my life.
Yeah, they impacted
you know
life.
What I mean?
You know, they
fucking rights, dude. Like, I've already missed out on over $100,000 sitting at home doing TikTok.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, that's how I look at it. That's the way that I look at it, is like, I've missed out on so much being here and not working, but when I'm working, I'm missing out on everything here.
And it's kind of like it's not a lose-lose, it's a win-win and a lose-lose, because you're gonna miss this if you go on the road.
Nobody's a winner.
Yeah.
Nobody's a winner. The only body that is winning is the bank. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know,
At
the end of the
least
day-
you're entertained doing what you like here. You're doing like the stuff that you love, but at the same time you have that itch of working, hard man work.
now don't get me wrong. Tomorrow morning, this shit fucking takes a pop off. I wake up with 150,000 followers, and I'm banking $1,200-$1,300 a week. I'm hanging them welding gloves up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm hanging them
retiring
up
the
for a little
gloves.
bit. I'm gonna hang them up. But like, is it what I love to do? Yes, I love to weld. That's my fucking dude. I'm literally covered in scars and burns, fucking left and right, all over my chest and chi-chis, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I love working. I sit here at the house going fucking crazy. I go through my welding shit just to smell everything, to remember what metal smells like.
Do you do any maintenance around the house to keep you busy, occupied?
Everything. It doesn't matter. Like, I've already replaced.
It's not even broken, but you're gonna fix it. You're gonna do.
Yes. Like, I've hung up my trophy wall. Let me move a couple things real quick so nothing gets seen in camera. Hold on. But I put up my trophy wall, all my like pictures and stuff like that. Like, I've got all my stuff up over there.
Nice.
A lot of my accomplishments and shit like that. But I'm getting fucking bored.
No, bored in the house, then you're in the house bored.
Like, dude, it drives me insane. You know what I mean? And since I've been laid up and I finally got my green light, I finally got my emails from AWS saying, hey, we got your medical clearance. You're good to go. You can go back to work. So I'm waiting on a green light for this weld test. And once I get this weld test, I'm gone. I go test out, get the job, and then work from there,
Gotcha.
And each job has a test. And that's what one thing that I wish I could have told myself 10 years ago is to have gone to school then instead of going to school now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I understand that. What time do you usually wake up on your days, man?
5:30 every
man.
morning.
Yeah.
Every morning,
You
like
drink coffee?
clockwork. Every day, black.
Black? That's nasty, bro. I can't. and how old are
Black.
you? How old are you?
I'm 33 years old, baby. I turned 33 on the 21st of this month.
33, drinking black coffee already, man. Look at that.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a viejo in Spanish.
Dude,
In English, that's old man.
Abuelito, dude. Viejo. Old
Abuelito.
viejo, man.
Yeah, man.
And it's like, I ache when I wake up. My back hurts every fucking day. I yell at kids. It's like, I'll be mad at the kids that walk across my street because they stepped on my fucking grass. And I'm like, dude, get the fuck on. Goddamn
Right?
kids.
You just fixed the grass, bro. You just fixed it.
Not even that. And half my front yard is what they call that aggregate shit, where it's just a bunch of rocks.
Oh, wow.
It's not even a lot of grass. It's just all rocks.
But they kick the rocks and it goes into the driveway or something like that. Yep. No, I understand. Look at the face. Look at the face, chat. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
That's the face of a mad dad, is what it is.
Oh yeah. That's the eyes, man.
Like-
The eyes never lie, bro.
Yeah.
So
Straight up.
we got into the gaming topic. We got into your working and welding and your injury, the cause of that, and things like that. If you were to go back and to change anything, whether it's 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, what would you do differently so that way today you could literally just be chilling?
I love you, Odin, but I would have pulled out.
Out of all things, not putting money on the stock of something, pulled out. Oh,
It's
man.
not that I would have never had kids. I would have never
Had him
thought
social.
I would. Not even that, man. There's a 17-year-old, a 14-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 10-year-old, and a 9-year-old.
Gotcha.
Y'all do the math. But still, the fact of the matter is that,
He had him young. It's pretty much.
yes, Hunter is 9 years old, fool. He will be 10. He turns 10 on the 23rd next month. Fucking Mensas. That one down there. He's like, hey, Dad, your dad was 10. Yeah, he turns 10. Just like if you're 34, you say you're 35. You're not 34, you're just 35.
Look, I'm 30. I'm turning 30 in August.
No, hombre, dijo, you're tiny, dude. You're still a baby, bro.
I'm still a baby.
You ain't
bro,
even
but
broke them in.
I
You
got
ain't
the
even
gray.
broke
I got the
big
gray
boy
hairs on the
pants.
beard already, bro. I got more gray
That's
hairs than you.
stress. That's all stress. That ain't age. That's
life.
just stress.
That's life, bro. It's life. You know what I'm saying?
That's stress. Like I wondered why my dad was silver growing up, and it's because I stressed his ass out.
Yeah, now I understand it. I understand it too. So I see you have tattoos. How many tattoos in total do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. And any of those have, like, which one's the biggest meaningful one?
This one right here, it's an octopus. Me and a buddy of mine, or my best friend growing up, Eric Behe, R.I.P. Good friend of mine grew up with. It's all gone now because I physically like burned it off of myself, like over the years, welding and shit like that. But that like it was his birthday, the day he was born, and the day that he passed away. That was the time he was pronounced dead, and then that was the time that he was born.
Oh wow!
So the octopus is something like the compass always leading south because south is all the way home. It's just a redneck Texas thing, but the octopus mainly, man, it's because you can take an octopus from the north, the Atlantic Ocean, and you can put him in the Gulf of Mexico, and he will adapt and survive. You can take that same octopus and go put him in the salt lakes in Utah that are the same type of salt consistency as the ocean, and it'll adapt and survive. You can put him in any body of water from clear across the world. You can take a Japanese fucking octopus and take him and put him in American waters, and he will adapt and survive. And that's what we did. Literally, that's all we did was adapt and survive to our situations and our life around us, man. Is that we had to learn to be not necessarily manipulative, but be able to blend in without having to make it seem like we're doing too much. An octopus will only reveal himself if he wants to be seen. He'll only do that if he wants to be seen, and even if he does, it's because he's beefing up. He's like, hey, get away from me. I'm nice, I'm pretty, but fuck with me, I'm gonna bite you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's mainly the basis behind it, is because we're completely adaptable to our situations. And then the holding up the skull is like, because that's all they found of him.
Wow.
So,
was he in the military?
yeah.
If you don't mind me asking?
No.
Okay.
No. Hell no, we were the furthest from the military.
Man, I love that though, like the saying, adapt and survive. That's a beautiful saying. And I think that's something that we should all live by, because we get hit with obstacles and we get sidetracked and we get, sidebarred and all that stuff, but we learn to adapt and we survive it. You know what I mean? That's some Rick Grimes shit right there. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about it,
the way that I look at it, man, is that the more you let it beat you up, the more a bitch you're gonna be about it, bro. And I've got 4 boys, dude. 4 boys and a girl, and my girl is tougher than the 4 boys.
Nah, listen,
that'll tell you something.
I grew up as a bitch. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I grew up like that, and I wasn't taught male survivability instincts like fixing a car, things like that. My dad didn't teach me that. He wanted to teach me. I pretty much got into video games. That was my outlet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so the older I got, I realized, okay, I need to learn this, that. So the older I got, the more I realized, okay, I'm going to learn more male things, so that way I can understand it. So that way when it's my time to teach or what I need to take care of it, I'm good. So
that's one thing my dad did. Even my mother was taught by her father that you should be able to change a tire, to cook an egg, to be able to pluck a chicken and kill a goat. You know what I mean? Like, the way that I was raised, man, it's not, it would be looked as today as like considered child abuse, is what, a lot of that stuff would boil down to. But the way that I raise my children is that when you go into a store, people are going to see your presence. They're going to see you before they hear you, because you're going to be confident in your walk. You're going to have a good mannerisms. You're going to be yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. You always open the door for a woman. You always help an elderly woman with their bag. I was at the store with the whole gang, and there's this lady like holding a vase of flowers, and she's got a newborn in her basket, pushing a full grocery thing. And I said, here, let me help you out. And she's like, no. I snatched the flowers out of her hand and I said, come on, let's go to your car. Let everybody go shop, and I went with her and walked her to her fucking $110,000 fucking Tahoe.
Of course, he's driving a Tahoe.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like on some dubs, some fat ass tires, this, that, and the other, some South Texas shit. But still, I went out of my way to do that, not as a blessing. I'm not counting blessings. That's not a green pass to heaven. None of that. And I preach that to the kids the most, bro, is that if you do not do good, regardless of fucking questioning, you should not have to be asked to do something. You should see it and do it from the heart. Exactly.
Yep.
You know, there's no like, dude, I've pulled over in traffic because I've seen a grown man standing there looking at his car like, what the fuck do I do now? And all it was is his belt fell off because he's got a loose fucking timing bearing or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I remember my timing belt actually popped middle of driving, and
you know what I'm saying?
And this lady came out, and she came up to me. She's like, "Hey, are you okay?" Because I pulled over right in front of her house. I'm right next to a cemetery, and I'm just like, "No, it's good. I'm just going through this. I'm just waiting for somebody to come." I call my dad. He's like, "I can't help you. What do you want me to do?" And I'm just like, "I'll call somebody else." So I call somebody else.
Yeah.
And they come, and the lady comes and brings me a water and an apple. She's like, "Do you need anything else?" I was like, "No, I don't even. I'll take the banana." So I took the banana. She gave me the option, like whatever. So I ate the banana. I drank the water. I'm trying to take it off, but I couldn't because again, I didn't know. And she comes back. She gives me $100 bill. And I looked at her. I was like, No, I can't take this. No, I can't. Please."
Yeah.
Like, you gave me a banana and water. Like, I'm good. And she's like, "No, take this. You look like you're in need, and I don't want anything back. A thank you is nice."
That's just a good blessing, man. That's all that was. That was
Exactly.
that was one of
Bro.
God's little angels that did that.
Man,
and I
cried on that, bro. I think I cried for
Oh, yeah.
5 minutes just in the van. I'm sitting in the back seat so nobody can see me because I had like an old 98 Windstar. And so, because I was doing construction at the time, I was doing cabinetry, bro. Yeah, so I had a '98 Windstar. Don't hate. I was looking weird with that. Just imagine me, bro, in a van. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't park out in front of those schools, cuz.
That's what I'm saying. And when I picked up my nephew, the cop looked at me. He was like, "Who you here for?" "My nephew."
Let me see your ID.
So I'm sitting in the backseat rocking, like crying, bro. But it was a blessing in disguise, man, for sure.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
crazy.
so-
I mean, dude, I've seen a lot of that. I've done a lot of that. I've given my last dollar. My biggest saying in life is I will give you the shirt off my back, but don't hand me that some bitch back after you wipe your ass with it.
Oh, I like that. I need to move to Texas. I like y'all's lingo. I like how you said it. You're like, don't give me that shit with a shit on it. I was like, oh shit. Okay, Rick Grimes.
Dude, like I got arrested in Falfurrias, Texas, in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Oh man.
Close. I was 15 minutes from Mexico. 15, where we're working. Got in trouble, blah blah blah. When I got to the jail, that sheriff and mind you, he hooked me up front because the handcuffs. I can't even touch my hands in the back, bro. I can't touch my hands together in the back because that's how big my back is.
He goes, big back.
Dude, I'm 6'3", 275, bro. I'm a big boy.
You're 6'3"?
Yeah, I'm tall as shit.
5'7", bro. Don't talk to me.
Damn. Where's your stool? There should be a stool somewhere. But no, he looked at me and he goes, "You're gonna be the biggest motherfucker in here. Please do not make me have to go back in there." And I was like, okay, really can't help that. Walked in, first 20 minutes being in there, I got in a fight with somebody.
Damn.
Like, and holding, and he's back there saying the same shit because he's an itty bitty dude and he's got his little nightstick up against my throat and he said, "What did I tell you?" And I was like, he did it, he started it, you know what I mean? But
what's up,
like,
Greg?
I've always been the biggest dude. I've always been the biggest guy in the room, and I've always been the nicest. You know what I mean? Just don't fuck with me or mine.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
That's it. No, that's so respectful, and I love that. You know, you just have that mentality of, I'm a lover, but I'm a fighter when it comes to me and mine. You know, and it's like, I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to start the fight, but I will finish it. I'm going to end it because I don't need it.
I start it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might provoke it. I might say something about your shoes being fucked up. You know, why you walking? Like, not, it was like, why you stepping so hard on that right leg, man? Is it shorter than the left one, or like, what happened?
Oh my god.
Like, I used to tease my brother for that because when he would lay down, his leg was like that.
Oh man.
One was a little bit longer, and then that's why I call it, you left-legged motherfucker.
All right, so I'm gonna ask a few more questions, so that we don't take too much of your time. But
I'm here, man. Kids know that I'm doing my thing. They're doing theirs.
All right.
We're Gucci, man. We're Gucci.
I wanted to know, do you ever think that Call of Duty will die?
Some point. At some point, it's going to be too much. What else is what more is there to do to the game?
Mm-hmm.
What more besides new maps and new guns and this, that, and the other? And at this point, like how much of everything do we already have? Does that make sense?
It's true. It's true.
How much, like, our storage unit is full? Do we expand the storage unit or do we just buy a whole nother one?
If you were a dev, what would you do differently at Call of Duty?
If I was a dev, I would put everything back to the way that it was. Get rid of this Black Ops shit. Go back to Modern Warfare. Nobody cares about Black Ops besides zombies. That's it. That is coming from someone who's been playing Call of Duty since fucking Cold War. Since before Cold War, when it was on an Xbox that was the size of a TV. Like, you had to have your own fan for that Xbox to cool it down while playing that game. Like Call of Duty Vanguard, fucking, bro, all the way down to the regular Black Ops. Like, even then, the original Black Ops was the best Black Ops. That's it.
Yeah. Black Ops 1 and 2 was always the best.
Mm-hmm.
Like, out of the Black Ops series, the Treyarch series in general. I think that if I was a dev, I would do the same thing, Modern Warfare series. But if we're gonna be honest, like the OG Modern Warfare series, I think maybe even Modern Warfare 3 or even Ghost. I know a lot of people underestimated Ghost or overestimated. They think this sucks, but I think Ghost wasn't a bad game. I just think that for the time of it, it was people didn't appreciate it enough. But the maps
I wasn't
were okay.
big into Ghost. I wasn't too big into Ghost.
Modern Warfare 3 though, like those were good maps. They had some decent maps. I like the functionalities and things like that. Getting Moabs or nukes was cake work. I feel like that's what was the fun part. If there was a way for me to contract Treyarch to work on this game with the graphics that we have, using Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, whichever one you want, and making zombies the way that it was in the Black Ops series,
yes,
I think that would be a solid game.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think that's what they did for, what was it? It was 2019 Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare 2. The zombies in one of the two, I forgot which, I think it's Modern Warfare 2, that was created by Treyarch. They actually helped create that, but it wasn't that good. They rushed it. I feel like Modern Warfare 3 was rushed. There was no really campaign to it.
Yeah. There wasn't.
So hopefully...
Hey, one of y'all give me a glass of water, please?
You know, hopefully that... Advanced Warfare was actually very good. I like.
Yeah, Advanced Warfare was good. Yeah, Advanced Warfare was fun.
Yeah, Advanced Warfare.
That was fun. I can admit on that one.
The feeling of the guns were actually solid. Like, I feel like those guns were solid.
I wanted to go back to the Vondel, and then what was the other two? Fortune's Keep, and then
that was in Black Ops 2, right?
No, that was in the previous Call of Duty that we just had, the previous update, before this new one, before the Black Ops update.
Oh, Modern Warfare 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
that battleground, that battle royale is what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about the... I like the OG 2019 Battle Royale.
Oh, no.
That was fire. That was
Get
fire.
that shit out of the game.
No, that was fire, man. That
No.
really... I prefer, personally, what I think, I would take Blackout over Warzone. Blackout didn't have enough time to reach its peak, bro. You gave it 1 year, and then Modern Warfare 2019 came out and created Warzone. You didn't give them enough
because
time.
they were trying to copy everybody else. They were trying to copy the other battle royales, PUBG and Fortnite.
But it was so good.
That was their competition, and they beat it. Even though PUBG competitively is the highest played game, competitively, Call of Duty is not. A lot of people want to say, "Oh, Call of Duty brings in this much more revenue." No. Look at the overseas PUBG tournaments, bro. in the tens of millions.
Counter Strike is
millions.
a more
Apex.
competitive game.
Yeah, Counter Strike, right there next to it. It's like Counter Strike, PUBG, Apex, and then Call of Duty is nowhere near in the competitive
it's
list.
not even in the top 10. It's in top 20, I think.
No.
Because they literally they have Valorant, they have Fortnite, they have Counter Strike, they have. We can name so much more. Siege, Madden.
Yeah.
You know, like
competitive, actual like player skill based games. Yeah. That is what's upsetting about most of the games that are coming through. That are coming through today in today's time is that it's becoming pay to win.
Yeah, and that's Fortnite's fault.
Yep,
that is Fortnite's fault. If it wasn't for the battle pass and getting all these exclusive skins, and then, bro, I don't know how many times I won a battle royale game on Fortnite just because I bought a new skin the next game I won. It's sad, but it's true. Yep. You know, and even Black Ops 6, like I play multiplayer. My wife, she plays multiplayer. She got me to 9th prestige. I'm at work. She's playing the game. She's leveling up. I tell her double XP's on, play it. She's like, bet.
What do you do? What's your day job?
I do. Right now I'm working at like a junkyard. I'm pretty much taking wires out of cars. Yeah, a little physical. I was security, but security is a very
top flight security of the world, Craig.
Yeah, all right. No, I was working for Loomis and his armored truck security, and then I got an opportunity to work a 9-to-5 security job at a school, and then have weekends off. And I was like, bet, and I'm getting paid $1 more. I'm like, I'm gonna take it. Very unorganized, and then without hesitation, they just let me go. So I went through a couple jobs here and there, and then I got this job. So it's been...
I can't really think of a job I've had for less than $25 an hour. Like, that's why when I was growing up, bro, like even in high school on the weekends, I would still go to work with my cousins in the oil field.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you seen the show Landman?
No.
Give that show a peep. Basically everything in that fucking show, from the pumper side, from the actual field aspect, that's what I did.
Okay.
Like I worked on the rigs, I worked fucking pulling that fucking trip pipe out of the ground for fucking days on fucking end, dude. But I did that shit after high school because when I was in high school, I played baseball. I had a full ride scholarship to college, and then 6 days before I graduated, I got in trouble at school and they threw my scholarship out the window.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And my dad,
baseball.
I was a catcher.
Catcher?
I was a catcher.
Oh, your knees would have been fucked. Your knees would have been fucked.
I'd be playing professional ball by now, bro, and I'm almost 100% of that.
What team would you think you would have signed with if you would have gotten?
If I would have had the opportunity, it would have been the Anaheim Angels or the I'd have to say the Rangers.
Okay, they're not the Anaheim Angels anymore. You gotta call them by the Los Angeles Angels. That's what their name is now. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I mean, look, man. If you would have made it, definitely, I can imagine your arm.
I wouldn't be here. I mean, I wouldn't be where I'm at.
Where you're at, like if you made it to the leagues, right? On your off season, imagine how many followers you had, and you started streaming now. Imagine that. Just imagine the difference.
Exactly. I would have already had a following base, and that's just it. Like, and my biggest thing, and it was so funny because I've talked all this shit about it, especially to my partner, about how many people I know, and I can make a phone call right now and be here and there and do this, that, and the other. It was proof in the motherfucking pudding. We were 900 miles away from home. 900 miles away from home, and we went to a little hole-in-the-wall restaurant to go eat. And I'm outside smoking a cigarette. And this dude walks up to me, he's like, "Hey, your cousin's Christopher Garza, right?" I said, "Yeah," and I got started smiling. He says, "Oh man, come man, come on, man." And I said, "What's going on, Mario? How you been?" "Hey, it's Felipe, that's what it, man, holla." And he gives me this big old fucking hug, and we used to work with each other. And I went inside and I was like, "This is so-and-so, da-da-da-da-da." And she's like, "What? We're in the middle of fucking nowhere right now, and you know people." And I was like, "It's not about what you know, it's about who you know."
Mm-hmm.
And I can do that anywhere clear across the United States. I can make a phone call right now and break up with my old lady and be in another state on a homeboy's couch. because they're taking care of me and they're gonna show me a good time the next day. No questions asked, none of that. I've always left that imprint on the world and every place that I've gone. So that way, it's not that I'm counting my blessings. It's that I'm always setting myself up for success. I try to, even though I get knocked back 10 times harder every single time. You know, this vacation that we went on, $3,000 hole. Now we got to refill that hole.
I understand that, bro. So, Abel, everybody, if you do not know, this is Phlopodop. He is also a streamer who streams Warzone. He's on TikTok. I tagged him in the video that I posted on TikTok. If you guys want to give him a follow, please give him a follow. Watch his streams. He's a cool guy, funny as hell. Like,
appreciate it, man.
You know what I'm saying? He likes to garden. So if you guys like gardening, you know what I'm saying? Definitely pull up. After 10K likes, he does a little huff and puff. You know what I'm saying? I know his little.
You know what's funny is I've actually done away with that.
Yeah.
It's not that I've done away with it. It's already kind of known. Once we hit that point, people will say something, and it's pretty obvious in chat now. But I have noticed that I had picked up this last week. For instance, I looked at my analytics. I've had 200 new followers, 5,400 viewers, and then, 5,400 viewers, and then 200 of those were new gifters.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, I've had that build up over the course of a week without having that titled on there. You know, awesome. So I've kind of, it's not that I've taken a different course of direction. People know the deal. They know the motherfucking deal.
They know the deal.
If you come over to the Phlopodop side, you know it's the deal. We got the honeypots in the name for a reason. So, like, it's known. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm not pushing that anymore because I want it to be more of, this is the place we come hang out at. Even though that's what we do, I will stop for people that, you know, gift and stuff like that. But I want to make it more of a basis of, like, we're in it for the gaming, not necessarily just for that.
Yeah,
you
power
know
of positivity.
Boom.
That's it. All right, so what makes you different from other streamers in the gaming community?
I feel like I have a better connection with my chat because I see a lot of people. It's just like, watch the dude yesterday. He got like 4 galaxies in a row, and he's like, "Appreciate it for the galaxies, man. It's much appreciated." And then just goes off into his own thing. Like, that's $10. Like, that's more than $10. Even though you're only getting 5 of it. If somebody walked up to me right now and handed me a $5 bill, I'm gonna be like, "Oh!" Like, I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm vibed up. I'm having a good time. Like, I talk my shit. I'm fast as fuck with my words sometimes, and like I'll stumble over it. It's just, you know, I'm that big uncle.
You unk.
And that's what I've.
You're unk.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've always been that way. I've always been like that.
Okay. What kind of music you listen to, if you don't mind me asking?
Bro, I be thugging.
Thugging? Like trap or
Thugging.
like old school rap?
Gucci Mane slamming doors.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
she's a very
yeah.
pretty girl. Get it from mama. First you get a 99.
Then you get a number.
Then you get some brain in the front seat.
In the front seat of the Hummer.
No, that's awesome, man.
We gonna fuck in the back of the bus and fill her nose up full of that dust. 3-6 Mafia, wild on tour. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he going
like,
in.
I'm old school, bro. I'm old school, and that's what people laugh about. They're like, "Oh, you're not a day over 21," and I'm like, "Bruh, I'm old. I was born in '92."
Yeah, you're my sister's age, bro. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And I got 2 younger siblings, so it'd be rough out here, bro.
So, we got a lot of info out. What is one message, no matter what it is, it could be about anything in the world, from you and your thoughts right now that you would like to tell anybody and everybody? One message and they would remember this in a lifetime. What would be the message?
Stop being a bitch. Be held accountable for your fucking actions and take ownership of your own actions. Stop crying and stop whining and blaming everybody else for your problems. You put yourself in those shoes. You walked that mile long, and so you got to your destination and you're unhappy with it. Change your life. Change your perspective and change everything else around you. You are the gatekeeper to your success. That's it.
Why you sound like that community college commercial? You sitting in your table, you watching TV, and your lights passing you by.
With a little bit more attitude. Get your fucking life together.
Oh man, you just made me laugh, bro. Like literally, if I can make the video, I'm gonna put that video right after you. Like what he sounds
But
like.
you got to do that piano like a soft, beautiful piano behind it. You know what I mean?
Got it. Actually, we'll do the "In the Arms of the Angel."
And just me saying, "Get your shit together! Stop being a pussy!" I'm telling you, bro, I've got clips for days, man. If people just stuck around and just would fucking VOD it for me, and that's just it. If I could pay somebody to do all this for me, I would. My God, I would do. It's so much fucking work and time that I don't have.
You see the videos that I make, like it takes me a while. I'm in bed. My wife is watching, I don't know if you know about Ash Trevino, but she's watching all the gossip about Ash Trevino. And I'm over here looking at that, and I'm also editing, or we're watching the show and I'm editing, sitting down eating dinner, editing. Like,
hey,
it's
walk
so
around the
much.
house and spray that spray that's on the kitchen counter, please.
It's so much editing and processing and just time consuming that it's understandable why people have editors. And that's why I feel like if somebody were where we are and they move up and they make it and they're at a position to where they can have an editor, it's an amazing thing. But it's one of those things that come with the territory, I think. You know, you want to be,
and a lot of these big content creators don't fucking edit their own content. They don't
anymore. When they first started, hell yeah, I can tell you that right now. I know people who are not huge, like millions of followers, but they're like 140 something K, 150K, 200K. And they still edit. They edit their videos. They'll literally tell in their story, "Yo, my bad, video hasn't came out yet. We're still editing." Or, "Yo, video's gonna drop this way. We're still done. No, we're not done editing." You know. So it's like, it's one of those. It's cool to have like a follower system, but that's a lot of pressure, especially if you have a lot of people waiting for you. Now you gotta finish editing at a certain time, and then
like,
go ahead.
What I was gonna say, like at some point, when do I put all the cameras up in my house to where it's just 24/7 fucking content? You know what I mean?
I was gonna tell you, you have 7 kids. If they were down to make YouTube videos, you should do that.
Well, I've got 5. I got 5 children. Hold up, there's 7 of them. There's 7 in the house. We got 5. I got. Hold on.
Okay.
My bad. I don't need that much credibility. Goddamn.
You got 5 kids. Okay.
Yeah.
You got 5 kids. You, your partner, and the 5 kids. Why not make VODs of like you guys going shopping, them teaching you how to play a certain game? I feel like if you do small videos like that with them and having the family with them, and do it on YouTube. Don't put it on all social media. Maybe if like a little teaser to show people, especially if supposedly quote unquote this band is coming. It would be great. Not only are you making content, but you're also doing it with the family and spending time together. Now, it doesn't have to be all the time, because I know people who do nothing but that with their family, and I can tell, you can tell.
Yeah,
by the
that's a rule in our house, is that once mom's home, it's zero electronics. Like we're disconnected, everything's off, unless it has to physically do with making money or X, Y, and Z. If I can squeeze an hour or two in the stream, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and go from there.
Yeah, and I think that would be fun. It's a suggestion / question. If you were into it, that would definitely be something that I myself, as a follower of you, would love to see.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely, like hanging out with the kids when they're not being bad and stuff like that is definitely a fun thing. We go fishing a lot.
They can't do it, you know. They can't do it if they're in trouble. But definitely,
exactly.
Like, if you guys go fishing, that's a perfect video. On your way there, you guys going to buy like the bait. You guys go on a fish, catching the fish.
Yeah.
Like a 5-minute video of you guys just there, but you're in reality, you guys are there for 6-7 hours. You know what I mean? And it's just a small little portion of that, beginning, middle, end, and you got breaks between where you could still have that quality time. But you're also making that fun video that people can see your outside perspective life, that, yo, I'm not just a streamer, I'm also a dad, and I love being this. And then when you go back into your work, man, I would love to see what it's like to be doing that. Like, I myself, I don't know if people have ever done it. Plus, it's dangerous. You up top 100 and something feet. I don't know
that
if
ain't
it's possible.
Shit. The highest I've ever been was we were in New York and it was 27 stories, and each story is over 80 foot.
So you were
Something like that.
What, you were on the Empire State Building?
No, that ain't the Empire State Building's like fucking 300 and some odd floors.
That's
Like, how many stories is? Where's your sister? Still, she taking a big old poo poo. No, it's up there, but the highest I've ever been was like 580 foot.
wow.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's high,
that's the highest I've ever been, and that was what they call free harness, where you're soloed. It's you and the workpiece, and that's all you're connected to. Like, they had to come get me from a crane. Like, they sent down a bucket, and then I climbed in it, and they lowered me back on the ground.
And that's an expensive job too, I can imagine. Like, you get paid good for that one job, right?
I was making, that was the highest paid job I ever got on it. That was like 98 and 250. Like 98 an hour and 250 a day per diem. And I slept in my car. I had a little Toyota RAV4, and I'd sleep like that.
Hey,
with my fucking,
let me
my
tell you
little
something.
hand on my thing. I was like that all night long.
You ate the good pizza and the Chinese food there?
Bruh, the pizza is what I love. Actually, no, I take that back. The pasta, because I had gone to a couple places like that, like the locals, and I was like, hey, I want some good pasta. I want some good fucking rigatoni, or I want some good penne noodles. Like, I want to experience true Italian food, and that's what I got down there.
That's awesome. Coming from a New Yorker, I love that. I've never been to Texas, man. I want to try authentic tacos. Like, here in Florida, I'm in Tampa, and we have tacos. We got, the corn tortillas.
I got Puerto Ricans. Yeah, I got Puerto Ricans over there.
We
and
got
Cubans.
Puerto Ricans, Cubans, and there's, South Americans. But
Dominicans. There's a shitload of Dominicans over there.
Yeah, we got Salvadorians. We got, Mexicans. We
Yeah,
got all those
I was going to say from El Salvador, there's a bunch of them.
And they make good tacos, but I feel like nothing beats authenticity of Texas/Cali.
If you're going to go
tacos.
somewhere, bro, go to San Antonio. Write it down. It's called Eric's Tacos. He stays open till 6:30 in the morning. He opens at 6:30 in the morning.
So it's a 24-hour.
It don't stop. It don't stop, bro. And I'm telling you, from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. is the time that you want to go. Because not only are you going to get good food, good music, you can bring your own liquor. You gonna see people fighting. There's actual, like, San Antonio Police Department that are like not dispatched to that location, but they're like, that's their base for the day. That's where that guy's hanging out for the day.
Just because
Like,
of what happens.
Just because of what happens at that spot, bro. That is a taco spot. That is on authenticity.
I don't want that authenticity. I'm not trying to die, bro. I'm just trying to eat my food. I want some good tacos.
No, bro. You gotta know whether you're not gonna live the next day and you got some fire ass birria. Like, you can't live your life sitting on the whole full seat of your, you gotta live life on the edge, dog. You gotta walk a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Jump without the parachute, bro. There's a big body of water. You could be all right.
Yo, thank you so much for the gifts, guys. I do appreciate it. This has been an amazing stream, man. An amazing interview. One last question. Let me think of a good question for you. Let me see here. I'm gonna try to hit you with a good one. Should we still? Okay, let's think of a topic. I'm gonna do a couple topics, and you can choose a topic, and I'll come up with a question for it. Okay? We got gaming still. We got foods. We got music. We got past, present, future, or hairstyles.
Man, fuck them hairstyles. I got enough problems with my hair as it is. Falling out because these damn kids.
I feel you.
I don't know, man. I was about to say I think this is probably a good stopping point. Yes, I know, Odin, you're hungry. I know.
Yeah.
Because the kids are starting to get hungry and stuff like that, and they're all looking at me like a bunch of lost puppy dogs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, we can definitely pick this up on Friday if you want.
Yeah, definitely. I'll probably be gaming too, so definitely down to do that.
Hell yeah.
But thank you so much, guys.
No, this has been fun, dude.
Of course it has been. If you guys haven't, chat, make sure you guys follow Phlopodop. He's on TikTok. He streams Call of Duty. He's great at Warzone. If you ever want to carry, he will carry you. He'll hold you on his back. All right?
Big back in it, bro.
Big back in it.
Big
all right?
back in it.
He,
You
like,
know what I'm
literally,
saying?
He won't even put you in the backpack. He'll carry you, like firefighter style. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm dragging you by your fucking belt loop. I'm gonna pick you up by the belt of your pants, and I'm gonna carry you like a suitcase.
Like a suitcase. There we go, guys. You heard it here. All right, and
Oh,
it's not on no Jeffrey Dahmer shit. I promise.
Nah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Thank you again, Flop. You have a blessed one. And
Yes, sir. Y'all guys take it easy, man.
Y'all take care.
Yes, sir.